Hello, welcome to FountainFX on Tuesday the 15th of July 2014. We're looking at the news today, and particularly this morning we've had a lot of news that's come out on the pound, and then we've had some that's come out on the euro. If we look at the impact, the pound news has been quite positive, higher than predicted. PPI input was down, but it's not seemed to be that great an impact, and also there was more positive news than there was negative. So we should expect to see the pound surge against the US dollar and other currencies. Also, if we then look at the euro, especially the German economic sentiment, that is quite low, very low. So it's lower than what was previously predicted. So it looks like the German economy seems to be not too positive. And bearing in mind that Europe is held up by the Germans, then it's not good for the rest of Europe. So let's just have a quick look at how that has shown itself on the charts. So, looking at the pound US dollar as a starter instead of the euro, we're going to flick over to the euro in a moment. We can see that the pound has actually been in very much an uptrend for the last months, several months in fact. And in going from the weekly down to the 4-hourly chart, we've been able to look at this uptrend, this trend line here, and use this as an area of support for pullbacks. And also as confirmation is that we look here, the last pullback came here. And with the price break of that pullback, we took a buy order at the 170, and that was quite good. Bit of consolidation after the breakout of that trend line, but price continued to push up 170 points all the way up to the 171.70. In fact, the 171.80 level. So it moved actually a good 180 points in total. Before it then broke the trend line with some sideways consolidation, which has happened. Now what's actually happened here is that we look to our left and we can see that at the 170.60 there was a previous area of resistance where price touched it and then touched it a second time and then pulled back from it, so confirmation it's resistance. And what we've had here is that we've had prices literally just come down into that level this morning and just touched it prior to this positive euro news coming out. Sorry, positive pound news. I keep saying euro. Positive pound news. And we can see that it's literally touched that and bounced away with quite good momentum. So we are 90 points up from this morning on that trade. So that's an excellent trade there. So it's showing that there's still positive momentum for the pound against other currencies. The pound does seem to be quite strong at the moment, despite this week-long sideways move. It didn't really do a lot last week, but this morning we'd have taken a very nice 70-80 points out of this trade from a buy down here at the 170.60. Now let's quickly flick over to the euro. And if we see on the euro, we've been looking at counter trends and breakouts and that kind of thing in terms of the trading style, which is why we've got all these trend lines in here. And we can see that this morning, price yesterday broke out from this counter trend line, pushed up 30-40 points from this low of the 136. And basically we've created this sort of double top overnight. And this morning with the negative euro news, we've seen the price push down. But now we're starting to get some buying pressure down here. I would say it's a bit difficult to trade at the moment because it is really very much in no man's land. We're looking at supply down here at the 135.75 down here, and we're looking at we're looking at support down here and demand down here, and we're looking at supply stroke resistance up here at the 136.90, 137. So where it is at the moment, bit difficult to trade, not really doing what's expected. So that's really it from the euro US dollar. I would say that the pound is easier to trade at the moment, but we're now waiting on US dollar news due out at 2:30 this afternoon, roughly 2 hours time, and we'll see how that impacts the market. And that's it really from FountainFX. Happy trading. We will catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.